Welcome back in episode 153. Okay, so I'm struggling at the moment because there's so many bits I want to do, but I can't get in there. I need to get that stupid driver's seat back out and kind of start from the bottom and start securing the floor pan and then, you know, stripping out all the wires and the carpets and just do the stuff. But I can't because the car's in the garage and it's pouring rain all the time. So what I'm going to try and do is get the car out, get that stupid seat out, and then just kind of build up. I think it's going to be a little bit of a voyage of discovery as I get in there and find out what I need to do. So join me this week for all of that stuff. Thank you as ever to the subscribers, members, and anyone that clicks that like button. I'm pretty sure you can click the like without actually doing anything. Just click and it's done. Helps me loads. But let's dive in there and see how I get on this week. Right, it's finally dry today. So what I'm going to do is strip the car off of all of its covers and all the tools I've got laying over it. Get it outside so I can work on it a little bit easier because I'm too crushed in doing the wing mirror. I also want to look at the bonnet catch because I need that driver's door wide open so I can get in there and maybe drill out the two bolts that are holding the whole thing onto the side there and see what's broken. I know I've broken something. So let's get this stripped down, get it outside. So when I put this wing mirror on the car, I found that it wobbled up and down. Which was like a pain in the butt. So I took it back off. And when you look inside here, I don't know how well the light's going to show this, but there's a spline bolt in there. Nut, I guess. You put a, what size is this? This is just luck that I had the right size. I've only got one of these. It is, it's printed too small that I can see it. I think it's 10 mil. I think it's a 10 mil. You pop it in there and you can actually tighten it up. So what I've done now, mine is super tight. That's really cool. Doesn't wobble at all, I don't think. So at least we know we can adjust those if you ever have a loose wing mirror. So I'm going to put it all back together and get it back on the car, but we'll get the car outside first. Oh my God, is it so much easier working outside? Okay, so let's get this gasket on the correct way round, which looks to me to be that. Goes on there. This is a real pain in the butt, this gasket. Have I aced it first time? Ace is the wrong word, but it's on. I haven't put the wire through there. So, wires through. Then I need to sort of bejungle my the metal clamp thing that's in there, which I forgot about. Let's just see where that is. Let's manage to slide back by the looks of it. Come on. Okay. Never anything easy, is there? Never easy. Should be the motto, shouldn't it, really? Now I can do the stupid gasket. Goes on like... Come on. Goes on like that. Then there. The wire is not quite clear, so I'm just trying to get it out of the way. Ugh. Did I scratch? I didn't scratch. We're okay. We're okay. God, this is so finicky to do. You have to watch like 100 angles at once. Okay, now I've got to hope I did. Good. I kept the bolt. Right, then we can drop the bolt in. Now I need to hopefully try and get it within the magic nut thing that I created. Okay, so last couple of turns with this then. Like I said on the other side, I'm not trying to do it up too tight. Something like that would probably be ample. That looks pretty damn good, doesn't it? Perfect. And the gasket is looking good as well. So happy with that. Could be a little bit blacker perhaps, but we'll come back round later on. Now, I don't think I showed fitting the door rubber on the other side, which I did a couple of weeks back, just so the door didn't bang every time I got in and out. But let's do the passenger side together. So I'm looking for this big triangular bit, and you kind of locate that. Now, last time I had to go keep checking the GT to work out how to do it. It's a bit of a strange one. It's not exactly how you think. But I've sort of clicked that in place. I'm just actually running with it because it seems to have worked straight away. So you get the triangular piece in here. Now I just want to check on the other side. Yeah, okay, it's perfect. Right, so the triangle piece goes in like that, exactly there. And then we just squeeze it up the door. And it should all line up really nice. Perfect. Right, so now all I need to do is take off the door strap, because obviously this rubber needs to go the other side of that. Whip that off, thread it through, put it back on, and then I can finish pushing it around the door. It's quite handy because all of this has been apart fairly recently because they had the whole doors off. So I know it will come apart relatively easily. Do a bit more. All right, that's it. Okay, we're in. So now just thread this back in and we should be golden. And now while I'm sitting here with the door, I think I'll get one of these door rubbers in. This is actually called a window guide, I believe. And you just slide it in here, like that. A bit. Oops. A little bit fiddly, but could be a lot worse, couldn't it? Let's be honest. Right, so let's pull her in the garage. Still coughing and spluttering. Definitely not correct. Let's get it put away again. Nice and warm now at least. So this mirror I can actually use to see if I'm correctly coming in, which I'm not going to touch the wall, so it's good. Right, hopefully these are nice easy jobs. This is putting these washer jets on. I'm just checking where the pipework is. I have no pipework, which is interesting. So I need to decide which way to put it. Let me have a look before I go charging in. In fact, they can only go one way, so they go in like that. I've given a good clean up, but beyond that, I've not done much more. They have their own little gaskets on already. I'll just force it in and break my paint. But that looks correct, unless these are from the GT, which is very possible. No, they do fit. Okay, so they snug down like that. Beautiful. Let's do the other side. And I probably, before I do this, I should probably do the pipework, shouldn't I? I bet that's a lot easier. So let me pause on this. Just pull I can feel a bit of pipework here, which I probably tucked in sometime along the way. Untangle this pipework and work out where it goes. I don't know. I don't even remember taping it up, which I probably did. I don't think the garage did it. There's 2 pipes. Yeah, brilliant. 2 pipes. There's 3 pipes. Where on earth did they all go then? 3 pipes. I've got one connector. What the hell is that lot then? I can see another one over there. Okay, this is not going to be as quick as I thought. Let me look around the other side. I'm sure I'm going crazy. 1, 2. Let's undo this again, I think. Well, I couldn't resist pulling out. This was up the driver's side, so this is fine. That gets a jet on there, no problem at all. The weird thing is this end. Why? Why would you have so many jets? And I think actually it's got put in backwards. I think that should go down the passenger end, no problem, fine. This can be, I just don't know why you would put so many pipes in. And what, is one of them blocked off? I don't think they are. Surely. How odd. And I wonder if there's a shorter way of doing this, because I don't have this many connectors. So if we just sort of pull it apart. Now I've been looking at this and I can't see any reason why I need all of this junk. So let's get rid of that for a minute and just rationalize it down to a single pipe. And I don't know why I can't pull it back because it's sort of zip tied in. Why the water goes from the wheel arch, or the wheel arch here, all the way across to the other side and up and then back again. So I've rationalized it down to that single pipe. I'm going to put that over one side, this here, and connect the water or the input here. And I don't see why that wouldn't work. Right, that pokes through like that. There's a pipe down there. I just need to do the other side. Yeah, if you know why the system was done in a certain way, that weird way where it's like a loop, let me know, but I can't see any logical reason for it. Right, now I just need to put this in delicately. 1, beautiful. I'm going to click down like that. Right, the last thing is fit the elbow. Just work out which way around is easiest. Fit the elbow back on, which can go on like that, and then on there. Another quite nice, easy job. The side repeater. Got a nice new gasket for this side. I think I've got a new gasket for the other side. I need to grub around. It's one of those things that when you have a lot of spare parts, you're never sure exactly what you got. But I know I've got this one because I'm holding it. Right, that goes on there like that. And these are really simple. They just sort of go in. There's a little kind of like a ear that has a catch bit on the paintwork. Oh, come on. My screw is also a little bit long, I know. It's what I've got at the moment. I'm going to come back and I'm going to order some shorter ones and then swap it over. Yeah. I don't really like it, but it's in. Right, finally Storm Claudia has abated. I can get the cars out and do things. What's holding me back at the moment is that I stupidly put the driver's seat in and there's a bit of surface rust on the floor pan that I want to cure and sort out. I also want to hoover it all out really, really properly before I put the carpets back in. So I'm going to take the car out now, get the seat out. I might have a quick look at the bonnet catch because that's a bit knackered, isn't it? As you remember, I broke that. I still don't know what's broken on it yet. But we'll have a look and hopefully I'll be able to get that working again. Anyway, let's get the car uncovered and get it out. I forgot to say, I attached the bonnet badge the other day as well. Battery charger. Okay, so not a complicated job this morning, just a little bit of a pain. Get the seat out, secure all the bottom here. I noticed around the accelerator pedal could do with a little bit of a tidy up as well. Perhaps over there, just basically make it a lot tidier before I put all the carpets back in. Should be a really nice, easy job. The only pain in the arse is getting the seats out. Jesus, I can't make it any harder for myself, can I? This should be the same, but it's like, I've deep sixed it for some reason. Why did I do that? I've put it on the furthest hole possible. Yeah, it's gonna be tricky, isn't it? All right, look, maybe I'll do the front ones, the back ones first. So these I should be able to do that and get to them really easy, which I can. Thank God. I'm trying to be very careful with all the tools because I've not covered up the paint here. Is that undoing? Right, that's undoing. So I need a little spanner on the bottom. There's a lot of blind work as well, which makes that a little bit more challenging. Yeah, it's just a matter of fighting and getting that tool on there, and then with my other hand trying to fish underneath and get on the nut. I had it then, right on there. That's it. So all it needs is that little tiny bit just to start it, and then I'm pretty sure I can flick it off my finger. Like, there it is, right, good. Next one. This one's really covered in grease, which is nice. Very nice. And that far one is going to be a pain as well, isn't it? Let's have a look. Right, I managed to do it. I just had to keep banging the chair to get back far enough. As soon as it's back far enough, I could actually get access to the bolt. It didn't help that I managed to push my socket set and lose it down one of the runners, but all resolved, all good. Let's get the seat out without scratching the car, which is always the problem. They're luckily not that heavy. And I think I can just do it, yeah, really easily. So that's what it's like with the seat out. And it's nothing really, but a little tiny bit of surface rust I wanted to get rid of. And down by the accelerator pedal there, I don't know if I can point, there looks a little bit dubious. And there's a little bit under here, where there, I'd like to just attack that as well. But I mean, it's not bad under here. You can see some of the original color here as well. Actually, looking at it, look at the water damage on the seatbelt. That needs to come out. I'll probably strip this carpet then and have a look what horrors are underneath here as well while I'm there. I think sometimes there's bolts you undo and you just wonder whether you should have. A bit like this one. I'm kind of committed now, so I've got no choice, but it is a rust fest in there. Look. Ugh. I suggest it's probably going to rip the carpet as well. I don't know why. I don't know why I decided to undo this one. I don't think it's actually undoing either, it's just turning. This could be a bigger job. Oh dear. Oh no, it's coming out. Okay, we're okay. Yeah, she's out. Well, it's not that bad. But we do need this carpet out to have a look what's going on underneath there, I think. Let's see if we can pull it all out live on camera. It's a big pile of sound deadening. I can see though, it's just the bolt that's gone kaput. The actual threads that bolt's funny enough are right. So it's water from the inside, like from here in the cockpit, just dripping down. I've got no sunroof, so I don't know why, how, but that's where it's coming from. Found a washer, bonus. I was resisting the urge to take the carpets out, but I kind of sat in here to tidy up, and suddenly one thing led to another, and here we are. So I've got the central console, you probably can't see from there, but that's largely out. I've got this one all but out. I want to take the handbrake cover out, but I've just found that it's got this hydraulic thing for altering the headlights. So I'm going to quickly undo that. And then, yeah, I can pretty much take, I think, all of the carpet out and give it a really good tidy up. I'll take the carpet out and sort of give it a good wash. And maybe even re-dye it black, which someone told me to do because they come up fantastic. So I may as well have a look at if we can do that. This thing I'm taking apart now is a little bit tatty, I'm not gonna lie. So this needs a little bit of restoration. And yeah, basically just make things work again. The handbrake, I can see, the handbrake doesn't really work unless you really, really yank it. So I need to adjust that properly. Let's see if this will come out of here. There's the button off, and Here she comes. Right, so this is off now, so I can go give this a bit of a restoration. Let's pop them out the way for the moment. That now allows me to pull the carpet out. It's probably still attached up the front there, but that's okay for a minute. There's this little scrap here, which should, I mean, it's just glued on, so I can just pull that out. There's another one. And the handbrake is a little bit, you know, you can see it's not pulling the slack out, so there's something dodgy going on back there. It may well just be badly adjusted, but there isn't much more adjustment I can do on it. So it needs looking at, well, not much more adjustment from this end. The other end I have loads, and obviously this spring's come unclipped. I'm not actually sure where it clips in, to be totally honest. In there somewhere. That's quite tight actually there. Yeah, I don't know. Does it just hook around this, I wonder? I'm not sure. Anyway, there's the handbrake. We've got a lot of connectors. This is, I don't know actually what that does. On the later cars, it's the boot release, but it's not on this car. So I'll have to check what that one does. There's another cable there which someone's kindly written on, but written on in, I don't know what language. Rear something to the back of the car and to this. And someone's written on this one as well. Let's have a look what this one says. Speaker. Okay, so it is just a rear speaker. All right, I don't know why, and that's another one there, it says speaker. I don't really know why it comes that route, so I may actually reroute it because it's a bit weird how it's going. But I assume that it's left and right rear speakers. I'm not 100% sure of the best strategy here, or best way to film it, but this is the floor pan under the driver's seat. There's a tiny bit of surface rust, so what I'm going to do is just sprinkle meaning pour. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to tape this wire up out of the way. Right, I'm going to pour a bit of, this is Genolite rust converter. I can't remember what job I bought this for, but I've got various different rust converters here. Anyway, and what I'm going to do is just basically douse it all over the surface rust. Let it do its thing, and then I'm going to paint Hammerite over it all. That seems to have dried now, so I'm going to use black Hammerite, smooth, on it, and just try and get it all sort of consistent. Right, let's try and get the car back in then. This will be fun without a seat. Can actually probably sit right back here, maybe not. I really need a box to sit on, but I didn't get one, so I'm just going to sit on the floor. Should be fine, shouldn't it? Right, start. Had to do the trick there again where I hold the brake down, turn the key, nothing happens, so I release the brake and it starts. I don't know why. Interesting way to travel with no seat. Right, I'm going to leave it there because I've run out of time. I'll show you a few more. Actually, I'll show you the interior with all that floor painted, and then I've started painting the back part as well. I'm just debating how much to paint because there's a lot of interior of the car and I don't want to go painting everything. And what I'm trying to do is focus on the areas that look like they're going to rust or had a little bit of surface rust or were my fresh welds, which are immaculate, as you all know. So yeah, I'll give you a quick look over those. You can admire the blackness of it all. And then the next job is just to start building that back up now. Work out what wires I want to lay underneath for the speakers and stuff. That I think I recorded with that mystery wire is the speaker. God knows why it comes around this weird random path, but whatever. And I've got to decide the transmission tunnel has a black carpet over it, which I ripped a little bit. It shouldn't see because it's down the side of the seat, but my carpet is quite old, and I've got an entire spare carpet set, and I'm pretty sure it has that transmission tunnel carpet in it as well. I'm going to check what that's like and maybe swap the two over. I'll see how I feel. But we're getting there, really getting there. What I'm going to try and do next week then is finish the doors. Now I've got both wing mirrors on. I now have all of the rubbers, seals and everything for both sides. I think I can put those in. I even have all the metal trim to go around it all, which is really exciting. And obviously I've got my nice door panels that I did a while back. Yeah, and I think I can actually finish those. I even have sound deadening material to stick on the inside of the door panels to try and make it sort of super silent. Exciting. Anyway, enough rambling. Thank you as ever for watching until the end. Click like, subscribe, comment, become members, and I'll see you next week. I notice I've got a bit of a gearbox oil leak. You can see little dots on the ground there. I mean, the rain will wash that away, but definitely some oil going on.